God is faithful. Yeah.
And that's my verse to share with you, and I know Rachel has other ones, but Psalm 119 verse 90 that says he's faithful to all generations. And I've seen his faithfulness with my parents and my in-laws, with myself and my husband, and with each one of my children. And then this has been dramatic with Rachel Ruth. And I just want to thank you all. I know many of you have gotten little words about this, but to thank you for praying, because I believe she's here because God has heard and answered prayer. And prayer is a very powerful thing. I've heard it described as when you reach up and you just pull heaven down to earth. And you all have done that on Rachel Ruth's behalf. So just as her mother and the grandmother of her children, I'm so grateful to you for helping to carry her through, and grateful to the Lord for hearing and answering prayer. And I know if he's done it for Rachel Ruth and us, he will also do it for you. I know many of you are in hard places. We're just talking the suffering today, the hard things, the death, the disease, the divorce, the disasters, the fear, it's just every level, every area, but God is faithful. He's still on the throne. He's still in charge. He sees you. You're the apple of his eye. You're always on his heart, and you just cry out to him. Bring him your needs. Let us know how we can pray for you so that we can do for you what you've done for us. And because God has heard and answered, and he gave Rachel some precious verses.
And it was so neat because my daughter's birthday was at the end of January, my oldest, and I was sharing some scripture with her. And while I was sharing scripture with her, it spoke to me. And I was like, this is my story. And it was in 2 Corinthians chapter 1, starting in verse 8. And it says, "We do not want you to be uninformed, brothers, about the hardships we suffered in the province of Asia," or in the hospital. "We were under great pressure far beyond our ability to endure, so that we despaired even of life. Indeed," this is crazy, "indeed, in our hearts we felt the sentence of death," because that's where I was, and I felt the sentence of death in my heart. "But this happened that we might not rely on ourselves, but on God who raises the dead. He has delivered us from such a deadly peril, and he will deliver us. On him we have set our hope that he will continue to deliver us. As you help us by your prayers, then many will give thanks on our behalf of the gracious favor granted us in answer to the prayers of many." That's it right there. There's my testimony. Because I was in a situation where I was about to die, and all those prayers that came in, and since then, the prayers that keep coming, that's what's pulled us through. And we can do that for each other. We can pray each other through these very last days before Jesus comes back. And we 100% feel like it's so soon. And all the signs point to it, as we've been saying. But I experienced it in my own life, that no matter how bad it gets, thinking of the believers in the Ukraine, or in some of these hard places in the Sudan or Taiwan or all these different places, Jesus is with us. He's just as faithful as he was when he was doing all these miracles in the Gospels. He did it. I experienced one. And God will take care of us. He will watch over us and carry us through, because yes, there are hard things. Yes, there's just things you just can't even believe that's happening. But I tell you what, God is in the midst. He is there with you and will take care of you.